Hi, I'm Dr. Cindy McManus. I'm the audiologist at Oracle Hearing, and I wanted to take a moment to welcome you to the family. We are thrilled that you have chosen us to help you hear life's moments more clearly. You're joining over 100,000 other people who have a mild to moderate hearing loss, who chose Oracle hearing aids for both clarity and comfort. In just a few short days, your new hearing aids will arrive at your doorstep from either our Tampa or Los Angeles warehouses. And with them comes three main benefits. One, clearer conversations. No more saying huh and what. Once you get used to these, conversations with your friends and family will become so much easier. Number two, discreet hearing. Oracle hearing aids have a feather-like design, and after a while, not even you are going to notice that you have them on. And number three is savings, both time and money. You're saving time because you don't have to go to multiple appointments for hearing test and hearing aid fitting, and you're saving thousands of dollars by choosing Oracle hearing aids instead of prescription. Now, on to the fun part. Let's get into the box. This is the Oracle Hearing Aid Pro. We slide it open, and it first comes with a quick start guide, and this is going to walk you through everything that I'm telling you today. Number two is better hearing in 21 days. We know that you're not going to put the hearing aids on and have everything be perfect. So this is going to give you some suggestions on how to get used to hearing everything in your environment again. And number three, we have relearning sound and user's guide. So this is going to go more in depth into how to use your hearing aid. We'll answer questions and help with troubleshooting. If you have a question that you can't find in here, you can always reach out to customer service. These are your hearing aids. So this is your Oracle Hearing Pro. Flip it open and you've got two hearing aids. There is an R and an L, so you're going to want to make sure you put your right hearing aid in the correct spot and your left hearing in the correct spot. You'll know which is which because the right hearing aid is red and the left hearing aid is blue. If that gets confusing, just remember red, right, both start with an R. This is the case that they come in. This case is also a charger. We'll go over these in more detail in a minute. Let's see what else is in the box. On this part, we've got the different tips. This is the part that goes into your ear. Your hearing aids will come with a medium on them, and that's great for a lot of people, but it won't work for everybody. You want the tip to be comfortable, you want it to keep the hearing aid in place, and you want it to help stop that feedback, that whistling sound that you often hear with hearing aids. I want you to know that while everybody's ears aren't the same, your ears may be different too. So you might need a large in one ear and a medium in another, and that's perfectly normal and perfectly fine. Play around and see what's going to work best for you. We'll go over how to change these, super easy. And then we also have the charging cable. So it has a USB-C side that's going to plug into the back of the case, and then the USB is just going to plug into whatever port you have at home for charging. The nice thing about this case is that it is a charger in itself, so once it's fully charged, if you're going away for a weekend and you don't want to plug one more thing in, this will cover you. So that covers what's in the box. Now, let's look at what the hearing aids can do. Like I said, you have a red one and you have a blue hearing aid. So the parts of the hearing aid, you've got the tip at the end here, and that's the part that goes in your ear. And then you have a face plate. And on the faceplate at the bottom is a little cord, and that's just there to help you pull the hearing aid out. And at the top is the multifunction button. And then you've got the charging contacts in the center. So the first thing you're going to do when you take it out is charge it for about 2 hours so that we know it's fully charged before you start playing around with it. Once you're ready, you're going to take the hearing aid out. I'm going to insert my right hearing aid. So I'm going to take my left hand and reach over to grab my right ear. And I'm just going to pull it up. That straightens your ear out a little bit and helps make sure you insert it completely. You might need to twist it just a little bit to get it to fit right. And then when you think you have it in all the way, I want you to give it one more push just to make sure that it's inserted all the way. So once it's in, if it feels comfortable, that's great. If not, you can take it out and change it. Now we're going to take the tip off. You just pull. So you just pull it off. It's not going to rip. Don't be scared. And then just going to pick a different size and pop it on. So you want to make sure that it's on good because you don't want it to come off once it's in your ear. So once you try a new one on, just put it back in your ear. Again, with that cord down and the button up. And if that feels good, then we just continue on. If not, try another size until you find something that's comfortable for you. Now, once it's in your ear, you're going to press and hold that top multifunction button for about 4 seconds until you hear it come on. And you'll hear it turn on. So now you have it on. What do? Well, the button also works for volume control and for programs. So for volume, you just press that button for about 1 second, and it's going to take you up in volume until you reach the top where you'll hear 3 beeps. And when you hear 3 beeps, that means you can't go any louder. And the next time you press it, it's going to bring it back to the softest level. The other function of that button is the programs. All right, to change the programs, you're going to press and hold that multifunction button for about 2 seconds. It comes on program 1. So the first thing you'll hear is 2 beeps. That brings you to program 2, which is the restaurant program. If you press and hold it again, you'll hear 3 beeps, and that's going to be our outdoor program. And press and hold it again for about 2 seconds, and you'll hear 4 beeps, and that brings you to the music program. So while we have them labeled as general, outdoor, restaurant, music, it doesn't mean that's the only situation that they might work for. I know that restaurant is really going to help in noisy situations, not just in a restaurant situation. So play around with the volume and play around with the programs and see what's going to work. Again, it might be different for each ear, and that's perfectly fine. So a couple of things to remember. Like I said earlier, you're not going to put the hearing aids in and have everything be perfect. They're not like glasses. You put glasses on and the world is clear. Hearing aids, it takes time for your brain to adjust. So you gradually lost a lot of the sounds, and we're giving them back to you all at once. So give yourself some time and some grace and practice listening and understand that while we have a 21-day guide, it might take you 45 days, it might take 60 days for your brain to kind of adjust. It takes time, but the more you use it, the quicker your brain is going to adjust. Some troubleshooting options. If you're getting whistling or what we call feedback, a couple of things you can do. First of all, make sure that it's in your ear all the way. So push it in. If that helps the feedback, that's great. If you continue to get feedback, you may have the wrong size tip. So if your tip is too small, you might have some sound leaking out, and that's what's creating the feedback loop and that whistling. So take it out and try the other tips to see if that helps. So I would try those things and then change the volume or the program. That might make a huge difference for feedback for you too. So I wanted to remind you, we have this 21-day better hearing guide, and it might take 21 days for you to get used to it, but it could take 30 days, it could take 60 days. Give yourself time to adjust. Some people can put the hearing aids in and wear them all day, every day, right away, and that's great. But you might need to have a listening schedule. So put the hearing aids in for a couple hours a time each day. Start in quiet environments, move up to louder environments. Pay attention to what you're hearing and let your brain adjust to all these new sounds. Your voice is also going to sound strange to you. Again, this is completely normal. You might need to back down the volume a little bit initially until you get used to it, and just practice talking and reading aloud until your brain gets used to hearing your voice in this new way. All of that is very normal. So now that you know all about your hearing aids, keep looking in your inbox for the tracking number. Your Oracle hearing aids will get there soon, and best of luck to you.